Welcome everybody, this is Carlos from the Omegavus Trend with another live video following up with our system trading the Emini S&Ps. What we're going to do, we're just going to follow on looking for an opportunity to trade 4 contracts on the Emini S&P with the expectations of making at least $1,000. And first of all, we're going to be using the Omegavus Trend ES on the left side, and we want to make sure that everything seems to be moving into the buy mode. So right off the bat, we can see here M1 hitting over 250%. That's extremely massive. And the typical formula that we would like to follow is the M15 being 120%, validated by the M5 at 150, which is right now, telling me that I'm feeling confident that I can take a trade at this point. And let's just do that right now. There you go, we're in. I'm gonna place the stop further away. I'm gonna move the targets away, and I'm going to subdivide this into contracts. So there you go. So what we're looking for at this point is the market to continue further higher. Look at the M1 at 300% and M3 at 200, M5 above 150. As I was saying, the typical formula at this point is that I'm looking for 120% or stronger on the M15, 150% or stronger, which is at 180. And let me move the target a little bit further higher. And the M3 at 200 or more. We do have M3 at 200. We do have M5 at the 150. However, the M15 is not a 120, but it's coming from negative numbers. Just see like the M30 at negative 22, negative 50 on the M60. That's how it was. It's indicating me that the sellers are losing power, transferring the power to the buyers on the big time frames, on the big players, which indicates at this point that buyers are totally in control, and I might expect a massive reversal on the S&P toward the upper side, indicating that I feel confident of taking this trade. I definitely want to take advantage of this opportunity to the upper ground, and that's the reason I use M1. Every time that I see the M15 losing power, if it is not at the numbers or expectations that I'm looking for, in this case a positive 115, 20%, if it is losing from negative to positive, for me that's good enough, as long as I see M1 above 150. So this gives me the reassurance that I can actually swing for bigger opportunities and targets, and perhaps make even further returns of my risk factor into the market. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit back and let that ride, and I'm looking to make at least $1,000. It's 900, 850 at this point, and you will see at any given moment that this is going to provide 1,000. Well, I'm going to be aiming for the first objective. There you go, 1,200. So right off the bat, I would have made my $1,000 and be done for today. But I'm also going to demonstrate to you how you can trust your calculated plan of action by using the OT to validate that what you planned for might have a high probability of being realized. At this point, I'm expecting that level specifically of the 36.25 to be hit, and for perhaps even move even further, giving me the opportunity that instead of making just $1,000, perhaps I might be able to make even further more. So I'm gonna pause the video and bring back the results in a moment. All right, guys, so we are back. It's been quite a while. So notice here how I was able to trust the pullback, placing my limits risk underneath and allowing the system to carry on and continue. Notice on the left side how the ES is just gaining strength. It was a little bit negative earlier while the pullback was happening, but none of the thresholds were at a critical level for me to consider a position or closing my positions altogether. So this, as I was saying, it's indicating that the market might continue, and I might want to try to go for the maximum extraction of points. These are $2,000 as we speak. Basically, now I can trail the stop a little bit further and make sure that we are completely protected. All right, guys, so we're back, and clearly we can see here how the OT is keeping us all the way in, identifying the main trend for the short term and long term. So right now you see the M1 at 300%. That's just validating that that next target, it's going to be massively profitable and highly probable for us. There you go. And that was because it just jumped from 2 to 300 mark, giving me that boost of confidence. Now I can just trail the stop, and now we are risking nothing. We still have 2 positions left, and I'm battling right now through the levels of resistance to the upper ground until it hits my predetermined calculated level or target. Now the OT is gaining a lot of strength, giving me a lot of confidence to hold this position for the longer term and possibly extract a little bit above another 2 or 3 grams on it. So with that being said, let's just keep holding until either I get stopped out on the trail stop or our target is being hit. All right, guys, so we're back. Take a closer look how we are nailing this trade setup. Very straightforward, simple, no complexity. It's as simple as following the lead of what the OT is showing us. We understood, again, look now, the M15 is above 120%. Once the M15 turn around on the positive number, it means that big players are participating and driving the majority of the force in the market. And now we're just gonna trail the stop and let it go. So far, 3,500 left on this second position, and I'm betting that the market most likely will try to hit that next level up. Right now, you can see here that M5 is backing up the M15 by being above 150%, is at double that, and M3 must be at 200, is at 370 plus, indicating buy and hold. Let's see if we can hit that target before the end of the day. All right, guys, so we're back. Take a closer look. We're about to hit that target that we mentioned at the 77.25, just about 2 points away from it. And I'm gonna aim for that level. We're close to $5,000. So basically I'm gonna lock in some profits, right? So for the sake of this video, I think what we're going to do, I'm just gonna let it be and place my exit, what I intended it. And let's just wait for that to be hit. So take a closer look, M15, 268 from 120%, extremely strong, buy and hold. M5 is above the 150 at the 400 mark, M3 at the 400 from the 200. That target will be hit and possibly keep pushing through. And that was it. We're done, right? So there you have it, guys. This is how we pull the trigger. This is how we analyze and predict what's about to happen specifically for the Emini S&P. If you enjoyed this video and you like this process and you haven't yet, give it a try on the Omegavus Trend, just click on the link below, start your 7-day free trial, pick the markets that you're most interested in, go straight to the training and follow the process. But most importantly, I'm sharing with you my technique of the ES so that you can put it to work on a demo and test account and see how consistent your trading could be, trading the Emini future specifically. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.